Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Tyson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Looking for a huge play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Back open in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a catch at the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the ground, it's Tyson. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The give on the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Fourth and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes one deep. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The inside handoff. At the 45 on his way. A lot of room to the right. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Finally steps out of bounds, but an enormous return to flip the field. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This
And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Third and short now from their own 48. Goes to the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The kick is on its way. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to correct. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The option look. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Langford. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a... Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent...
Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the grab on the right. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he will house it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that...
Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Looking deep on the very first play. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Look out, he's loose.
Well, that's exactly how you draw it up, right?
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. Quarterback's got it on the option. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. We'll try to run it with the option. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8. Breaks in open space. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Continues to fight for yards. Finding space at the 20.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Baxter. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Heavy rush, and it's blocked. Trying to return here.
Chris, they just came free there. The punter looked like he got that off on a decent amount of time, but give credit to this return team. They get a hand on the ball, they block it, pick it up, and go to the end zone.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. He shreds the tackle. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And there's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Punt team ready to boot it away. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. Offense trots that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I'm surprised they're still throwing the football. At this point in the game, just run the football, work the clock, and get the heck out of here and get ready for next week.
So now at the 13-yard line, it's second and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. Very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Send the back in motion. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Second down play coming up for this offense. Leaning on the run game here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Okay, it's third down after that run. QB keeper all the way.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Breaks free. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Hampton. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. This one ended up being a blowout, but they get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.